What's up? What's going on, guys? This is Augustine Versace here for OnellMedia.com, and today I'm going to be showing you what's in my camera bag.
I wake up, flex, thumb down, that check, no drip, this, wet. Tell them run it up.
I am a street photographer and music videographer, and I focus on showing you how to use what you have to get the results that you need. And with that being said, I'm gonna show you my kit for my camera bag that I shoot every time I go out into the field. But before we do that, I need you to hit that like, I need you to subscribe, and I need you to ring that bell notification so you can get tips, tricks, and techniques whenever I drop them on this page. All right, so let's get to the bag. Now, before I start on anything inside of the bag, I'm gonna tell you what the bag is. Let's see, what is, okay. This right here is the Low Pro Truckee BP 250. I love this bag. This bag is my best friend. I take it everywhere I need to go. It has enough space for everything that I need. Of course, I'm gonna be showing you everything that I have, and we're gonna start on the outside. So before we even get into the bag, the very first thing up is this guy, my AirPods. Love my AirPods. I need my music on me at all times. Then we're gonna take it to the next part. Next thing we have here, trusty travel tripod. I got this right here on Amazon. I do believe I paid $59. It's nice. Take it out. This is aluminum construction. Aluminum. Came with this here ball head that allows me to get different shots, different angles, portrait, landscape. I love it. As well as these legs here, which have locks to where I can take them all the way out or bring them in, which allows me to have a sturdier, more stable tripod. Especially me being in Chicago, there's a lot of wind going on at all times, no matter what time of the year it is. So that definitely comes in handy. Have these twist knobs right here, so I can extend it. I do believe it's about 56 inches. It's really nice and it's really convenient. And the size that it is, I can keep it on the side of my bag at all times. Definitely a need, especially for photography. The next thing we have in said bag is my Zhiyun Weeble S. This thing is amazing because it's small. I can take it everywhere with me, and it has the locks so it doesn't swing around when I'm carrying it on the side of my bag. I keep it right here on the outside of my bag at all times. But with that being said, I do have an honorable mention, because if I know for a fact that I'm mostly taking video, I use this. If I know for a fact that I'm gonna be shooting photographs, this guy is so handy. It's not just because I use my phone for video, but because I have an accessory that turns my phone more into a DSLR or a mirrorless camera than anything else that I've ever used. And it is really handy, but I'm not gonna show you that just yet because it's in a bag. So put this guy down. Now, front pocket. In the front pocket, keep these guys at all times. I have a cloth so I can clean him up, you feel me? Then you have little odds and ends, caps for my lenses, just in case. Oops. Get that later, don't worry about it. Then this pocket right here, one of my favorite pockets, because this is the pocket I keep the brick. This brick comes in handy for so much, man. for my computer, for my phone, charging any of my accessories. It just comes in handy. And this one right here is 20,000 milliamp hours. Works wonders. Always make sure I have this fully charged when I go out into the field. You never know when you're gonna need a little bit juice. Maybe things are running a little bit longer than you would like, and it's nice to have that option to charge anything from my camera to my phone to my accessories. Now, as you guys can see right here, and the reason that I have a gap right here is because I'm shooting on what goes in that gap. I carry a Lumix G85 as my secondary camera for any behind the scenes, or just in case I need a second camera for any type of angle. I keep that, shoots in 4K. I do believe it's 8-bit, but it works perfectly for me, especially for behind the scenes. I don't usually have it set up to where I would need to color grade it too much or just make any adjustments, because only shooting Cine Light D every once in a while. Most of the time it's straight out of the camera. So then the next pocket that I have is this pocket. One of my favorite toys. Maybe not. They would classify it as a toy because it only weighs 249 grams. But this, my friends, is the Mavic Mini. I love this thing. It is actually my first drone that actually flies like anything. Most of the drones that I ever have are really toys. But this thing right here gives me the shots that I need, just in case I need a quick aerial shot. What I like to do is turn all of my photo shoots into 2-for-1s. Since we live in a digital media age, I do like to get video of everything, aerial shots of everything, B-roll of everything, just so on top of the photographs, I can have something to showcase on my Instagram. And this thing right here came with, of course, the Mini itself, the controller, the hero, the charging hub. And the reason why I love the charging hub is because I got it with the Fly More combo. So I have 2 more batteries, because you get about 30 minutes roughly. I usually get around probably 24 to 25 on each flight, but 25 minutes times 3. That is amazing. You can keep that up for quite a while. The Nifty 50. I always keep a Nifty 50 with me. This one right here was fairly cheap. I think it was about $200. This is a Sony native lens, which means developed by Sony, works very well with the Sony camera. I do mostly use this for photography. When I'm using it for video, the auto tracking isn't as good, but I do love this because it is 1.8. It knocks out those backgrounds. So when you're shooting in really non-pleasant places, you could get rid of that background, blur it out, and have everything that you want in focus, which is going to be your subject, and the background will be smashed all to pieces. Still love this thing. Comes in handy, especially with my photographs. This right here is my baby. Usually I would be using this to shoot my content for YouTube. Since I'm showing you guys what's in my camera bag, this right here is my Sony a7 III. This is a beast. This is a beast. If you're looking for a camera right now on the market that goes back and forth between photos and video almost seamlessly, I don't think you could do any better than this. This right here is my standard, and I love it. Has the tilty screen. Only reason I can't use this for that is because they didn't make the screen so I can see myself. That's why I have the G85. Most of my vlogging is done with that. This right here is the paid work, baby. I shoot music videos. All of my music videos are shot on this camera. Amazing. Freaking amazing, I tell you. This lens right here, this is my workhorse lens. This lens right here is the Tamron 28 to 75 millimeter 2.8 constant aperture lens. Super duper plastic. For the price that I paid for it, I don't think I could have asked for anything better. It is a third-party lens. If I'm not mistaken, Sony has ownership in Tamron, which in my opinion means they work side by side with these guys. They want them to win because they make a profit. So even if you don't get the Sony lenses, you don't get the G Master lenses, the G series lenses, you still have this. I don't edit directly on my computer at all. So, broke it. Bought this case on Amazon. It is a really good case. I'm just horrible with cases. Right here, USB-C to USB-C. But this guy right here is a lifesaver. This is a solid state drive from Samsung. Super fast. Writing, reading times, super fast. I edit all of my videos right here on this. And if you are looking for something and you're in the market for memory, especially to dump photos, videos real quick, edit them, and then get them out to your client, this right here. Now, this isn't what I use for permanent memory. When I'm out in the field, this is what I have with me. It's beautiful. If you're shooting video, any type of video, during the daytime, these right here, my friends, are variable NDs. And they come in handy. Long story short, sunglasses for your lenses. I will be showing you a tutorial on how you use these, but just know to get that beautiful, beautiful, beautiful motion blur that makes your video look pleasing to the eye, look cinematic, and most important, look real. You're gonna need variable ND filters. Now, I'm gonna show you just this one variable ND filter because I bought all of my ND filters at 67 millimeters, and this right here is a step-up ring that I have on this one, and I use this on my G85 whenever I'm outside. That way, I could get one, but I have like 4. But in theory, you could have one, and you could just use it on all of your lenses because you have these step-up, step-down rings. Next up, we have a light. Very simple thing, but anytime you're shooting video, anytime you're shooting pictures, you may need a light. This right here is a constant light, little LED panel, and also uses these batteries that we have right here. You know the batteries, the Sony batteries. Everybody has like 1 million of them. I have like 10, and I keep those batteries with me at all times. So that comes in handy. Extra batteries, always with the extra batteries. This right here, extra plate. Never know what I may need to strap down to my tripod, because you're not always strapping down your camera. You could be strapping down a light. You could be doing a live where I usually strap down my phone. And now we can get to why this DJI Osmo 3 is my best friend when I'm not using my professional gimbal. Because I have a secret weapon. This right here is part of a kit that I got to attach variable ND filter from Polar Pro. Now this essentially turns my phone into a little DSLR. What I do is, you can add the grip numerous places. When I'm taking pictures, I usually have the grip on the outside. When I'm shooting video or I have it on a tripod, usually put it more towards the middle. And this case is from Polar Pro as well. That's why I can clip this on. And you can make adjustments depending on how big your hand is. It's nice to have a little rail right there. And then the star of the whole thing is this guy right here. I apologize if I keep looking at the screen. Yeah, it's been a while. So this right here is the actual ND filter. You bring it up to the case, you can lock it in. And now I have my variable ND. Now this ND is 3 to 5 stops. So when you lock it in, you can have it at 3 stops, bring it to 4 stops of light, and then you can bring it to 5 stops of light. Now this helps me so much helps me get that motion blur when I'm shooting with my phone. And truth be told, I've done numerous tests with this and it looks amazing, especially for filler clips. If you can't pull your camera out, or if you're shooting just with this, it works perfectly fine. Now it does come with this nice little cover, which I'm going to put back on, take it off, and put it back in its case. Now, one issue that I do have with the variable ND, I don't know if it's just me or if this is something that's going on with all of the Polar Pro Light Chaser packages. That's what this called, the Polar Pro Light Chaser. But my ND doesn't want to stay on here. Like, I lock it in and it's okay, but it doesn't want to stay locked, and from time to time it'll pop off if I'm too rough with it. But you just have to be careful. Now, I have two apps that I use when I know I'm going to be shooting only video: the Filmic Pro app. I love the Filmic Pro app. It gives me a lot more controls. It feels more like my actual mirrorless cameras. And then I also use the Moment app. I use the Moment app to take pictures. I use the Moment app to take videos really quick. So if I'm shooting a vlog and all I have is this, more often than not, I'm going to be using the Moment app. It's much easier to use, in my opinion. And if you are starting out, I suggest using the Moment app. If you're a little more advanced, please use Filmic Pro. But I flip-flop between the two of them. They have different reasons for being used within my kit. And woo! Yeah. So this right here, I almost forgot about it. Sheesh. This right here is my 15-inch MacBook with the touch bar that I never used. I could have really kept my keys, but this is what I have. This is what I work on. And it has been very helpful. It has been very dependable. I edit all my videos on Final Cut Pro X. It's an amazing workflow. It is quick. It is easy, in my opinion. That is what I edit everything with. These little things right here, see these? This is because when I'm on the go, I have my external memory, SSD, T5 from Samsung, and I stick it right there. Boom, boom. Plug it in, open it up. That's not moving anywhere. It's not going anywhere at all, guys. So yeah, that's a little hack for you. I keep a case because I'm clumsy. I first got it, I put a little bend right here in the corner. But other than that, it's really nothing wrong with it. But yeah, keep the case on it. So there you have it. Lights, extra batteries, gimbals, this right here, drone. I have so much gear in my bag. It hurts my back, but gotta be willing to have all that gear with you just so you can make sure that you get the shot. So take care of yourselves, guys. Make sure you're social distancing. And remember, love you guys. Peace.
I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check, no drip, this, wet. Tell 'em run it up, no sleep, no rest, might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch, tell 'em run it up.